Big Brandon, what's up? Hit us with it.
Hey, what's up, Wes? How you doing?
Fucking winning. I can't even explain how much I'm winning right now. It's just like fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
try
want.
to tell people, look at this is how life works. Get your fucking self in alignment with the future you want. Like visualize it, get in alignment. If you need help, that's what we're doing here. And then wait for the test to come. And don't crack. It's that simple. Like get in alignment, run it in, wait for the test to come each day, and don't break character. That's it. It's all I tell people. I'm not going to break character. That's what I'm doing today. I'm already in alignment. If I stay at this trajectory, if I stay at this level that I'm operating at, my trajectory is amazing. I just keep getting swoller. I keep fucking staying stuck in my process, learning more, adding more value. I mean, it's just everybody. The problem is they don't like the timeline. Well, how can I speed this up, motherfucker? You're where you're at for a reason.
Okay, so would you say just like that hyper focus on the trajectory is what helps you just like you have that patience to just day by day
Not
just
even hyper focus, just daily coming in for that feeling. The feeling of just like I leave the gym in the morning and I'm like, oh, something's got to come try to disturb me today. It's too good. Like I feel too damn good. And it's like, something's coming. It's going to be someone or something. It's going to be someone you're around who just can't realize they're negative as fuck. Or it's going to be just something. Something's going to hit you. You're going to get a ticket or just something's going to come. And like the whole goal is to not react to it in a way that takes you out of that state. And if it does, it as short as possible.
did you have this mindset before going down like when you did your 10 piece? Like did you have that mindset of like okay, anticipating like if
Oh,
something
fuck no, I didn't even live at all anyway like this. I was
okay.
just like, I was just lost like everybody else. There was no real plan. I was just like working out when I felt like it. Like I was letting life happen to me, not for me. It was just working out when I felt like it, eating how I felt when I felt like it, going to somewhere when I felt like going there. Everything was like on my time, what I felt like doing, and just doing what the fuck I wanted, and I don't do shit for nobody.
Okay, so you would say that you definitely like just lived on the fly initially and then now have to like
I just did what I wanted all the time.
yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, because I mean, until now, like I feel like I'm just, like you're talking about like those issues that are you like anticipate those issues. I feel like there's this window after stimulus X hits where it's like, okay, like an argument with my mom or an argument with a coworker, and I always like now I'm just trying to
It's
like,
always other people once you get to a certain level because you're who you are threatens them. Like they don't agree with your core values, and you know that you don't agree with theirs. So it's just like it's just threatening to people when you're leveling up. They just don't understand it. They fear it. They don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, what is he doing? Like macros? Like, why is he getting up this early? Like everything you do is confusing to them.
yeah, and that's really on point because like now and even today's age where it's like people always like try and push this narrative to like love yourself and accept yourself. Like when you talk about macros or like when I talk about macros around buddies, it's like they're like, what the fuck? Like, why are you even like going down to like that level of detail, like attention to detail? And people get into like eating disorders and all that, but I mean, I guess they just don't see like how that like that discipline and structure like begins to like permeate into other areas of your life.
That's all it is. You're not leaving guesswork. You're just someone who doesn't leave guesswork in their goals. I have a vision. My vision has me looking a certain way. This is how I attain that. I have a vision. My vision has me acting a certain way. This is how I attain that. I mean, like vision construction, higher self creation, your actions, your energy, your character, your demeanor. Like, who is this person you're creating? If you can't even visualize the person you're trying to create, you're just fucking around.
Mhm.
Like vision without action, like vision without action is delusion, and action without vision just passes the time. If you have vision and action towards that vision, you're gonna get it done.
Action without vision, it just passes the time.
Actions without vision just passes the time. They're just like doing shit. Like they don't know
Mhm.
why the fuck they're doing it. They're just doing shit.
Okay, yeah, because that goes back to like what you said about like um something about like comprehension, like productivity versus like comprehension or consistency versus comprehension, where it's like,
Consistency, if you don't
yeah.
comprehend what you're doing, there's so many people at the gym in the morning that
Mhm.
don't comprehend their weight. They're getting up at 4 a.m. to go work out and they still look like shit. And they don't comprehend that they're turning their people away from wanting to do that. The dude yesterday didn't comprehend that his drinking affected other people. So, I mean, my level of comprehension is so massive that I've applied it in areas that no one would see. I don't expect him to see that. I'm glad he absorbed it well. You know, most people would fight it, but he's like, that's a good point. You know, because most people don't see that point. They're like even high level ass people are like, I don't have a problem drinking. It's like, okay, cool. Wait till your 18-year-old daughter does, you dumb motherfucker. And you were the reason why she fucking thinks it's okay, you stupid bitch. Let's see what you do then. Let's see how much pain you caused yourself then. You know, and the guy's, oh, well, that might not, it's not worth the risk.
Yeah.
You must have never been around someone that age or a little bit older or even fucking double that age who has a drinking problem. Just don't add to it, dude.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
like when you,
they don't know how to just really sacrifice to get their outcome. Like the path I took ensured my outcome. People don't want that for sure outcome. They want to take that massive risk for that home run. I'm gonna give people the for sure route that works. But then the only thing they can bitch about is a timeline. And it's like, motherfucker, I showed you my timeline. Look how quick I got Guerrero where he was at. It took like 17 months, sitting out like 14 months, start to finish, not knowing macros to making a living off what he loves doing now and who he became. Like he dropped all his vices, did all that. Other people would just keep shooting themselves in the foot and think it was the system. Motherfucker, you shot yourself in the foot 100 times. You just listen. You know, a lot of the people who keep it simple and just listen win. People who are too smart, they debate. They spend all their energy in debate and negotiation mode. Like that's where all their energy goes, like debating and negotiating whether they should do certain shit. And then a motherfucker like that just like, nah, done. That's what he said I got to do. Boom, 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 boom. Steady escalation. And the path is already set. They just spend so much time doubting, debating, and negotiating. It's like, how can you see stuff? How can you feel this stuff? Like, how unattached are you where you can feel this, see it, be living it, and not believe in it through and through? Like,
did you ever like growing up, did you ever have like an issue with like your self-image? Or did you feel like you kind of always had?
I didn't look that good, but I've always been like talkative and confident and like class clown. Like I could always talk well and was always like assertive kind of. I was never like shy, you know.
Okay, so you would
My
say
son will never be shy. Like he'll come like punch you already. Like there's certain people who are like that. And then there's like the kid who's like, and I mean, those people have different things they got to work on, you know?
okay, got you. So like over time,
which one's worse? I mean, like he's got to work on controlling that anger. Like he already goes, oh, like he's got to work on that or he's going to get himself in trouble. And then the bashful ass bitch of a dude in the corner, he's got to work on that or he's going to live a shitty ass life. I mean, in all reality, it's probably better off to be the other one and build the other shit than to be the one who's already assertive about to get himself in trouble. I was the one who was already assertive about to get himself in fucking trouble. Instantly did, you know?
Yeah.
The thing is the, creating habits on the other side of your weakness. But most people whose weakness doesn't force them to hit rock bottom, like a fucking passive bitch of a dude, a beta ass bitch, like that motherfucker, like nothing he does forces him to hit rock bottom, so he doesn't have to change. But the other one, the alpha type dude who fucking is assertive and shit, he'll get himself in some shit. Life will change him for him. But the other dude will just stay in the background the rest of his life, sitting there with titties and shit, all pale, talking about he could have killed it.
Yeah.
Just talking big, you know? It's like, dude, I told my boy this morning, I'm like, don't you see it, bro? And he's like, what? I'm like, in 2 years, who you could be. And he's like, and I just broke it down exactly who he is in 2 years if he follows this trajectory. And I said, what's going to derail you, bro? What's going to derail you? And he's like, we both know, just say it. Yeah, the drinking, the partying, the women, like that's going to derail you. Are you going to let it? It's coming. Are you going to let it? I've seen him on the path that he's been killing it for probably about 2 months to where he's looking the best he's ever looked. I kept seeing the same posts, like early morning in the gym, training people, nighttime sunset with this dog. And I'm seeing it like, I'm like, okay, you know? And then I'm like, so are you gonna let it derail you this time? And he's just like, nah, not this time. I said, well, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's fully slung you. Let's get it all done. Let's get the appearance needed. Let's get you ripped. Let's get you more blasted. Let's get it going. Let's get you talking more on your page, sharing more about who you are.
Yeah, I think it goes back to like,
Motherfuckers post all this information and they don't know they're looking for a fight. Like they're so stupid. They're like posting all this information. It's like information's inconclusive. Like it's all up for debate. Like we're not right. None of us are. Like there's systems that are working right now, but they will be obsolete soon. And so like nothing is like, this is the best fucking way. So you don't even speak that way until someone's ready to take your advice. You just give advice. You don't give information. And the advice can be, hey, you know, this is a person who will look like this. These are the macros we used. I advise to do it this way. This was the outcome. Instead of like, this is this information right here. This is how you do a squat. Like you get ready to hear it. Like when you try to give like definitive shit on diet, exercise, life, politics, all the shit. That's where people fuck up because they're writing off of like information opposed to like their life experience. If you don't got nothing to say about your experience, shut the fuck up and go experience some shit, you know? Like if you can't speak from experience, shut the fuck up and go do something. Like people will try to sign on and be like, I'm trying to do business coaching. I'm like, okay, how are you valuable? Like, how are you valuable? Tell me. And they're just like, I'm like, what the fuck have you done? And they're just like, I'm like, fuck, dude. What's anyone gonna pay you for? How the fuck are you valuable? I'm solving the most complex problems on the planet. I've had everything. If I don't have these solutions I'm sharing, my life is fucked. Fucked. There's no reason to even live. It's just going downhill so quick without all these solutions that we're sharing on here.
you were talking to one of the guys at the gym and you were telling him about like coaching and all that, about the difference between observation and engagement.
That motherfucker's page is like they're being observed, like they're a fucking animal in a habitat, you know? Like,
Okay.
look at this workout person doing in their natural habitat, doing their workout. Yes, get it. Glute kickbacks. Like, the fuck is that? Like, it's just, it's stupid. They don't get it. Like, are you being observed or are you engaging? Like, this is the only time in history where someone could admire someone and like feel like they're talking to them or actually talk to them, actually engage with them.
Yeah, or that like that kind of like what you do like resonates. Like for example, the initial thing was like with Wolfie, right? Like you doing like certain things with Wolfie. It's like when I look at that page, I'm like, oh, like I wish my dad would have done that for me. And then
Yeah.
that's when you build that like connection. Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
why you show like all areas of your life. You're not
Yeah.
just like, hey, this is my fitness, like it's like, dude, like you have to find connection points. The people don't know about macros and training. That's what they're coming to you for. They don't know about it. How are you going to connect with someone on something they don't know? So you connect on everything else that they know. Everybody knows how they feel inside.
Mhm.
Everyone knows that pain. Everyone knows life. Everyone knows this, like what's most personal is most general.
Yeah, and
Everything
I've only
is most
recently,
personal.
yeah, I've only recently realized like the power of transparency and vulnerability. And yeah, it goes back to like what's most personal is most general, because essentially we are all like feeling those emotions inside, but we're just like reacting to them to like different degrees and stuff. But yeah. So I had a question. Because you said that you like to like stay lean like year round. Whenever you go through like phases of like putting on
Yeah,
size,
do you see the video my buddy posted me squatting? My butt looks so fucking big. Jesus, if I put on any more weight, that shit's crazy. Like, don't film me straight from there, bro. Jesus Christ.
you got to teach them the angles, bro.
Dude, like I like you because I'm like, damn, a motherfucker wouldn't believe that I'm ripped that looking that thick, dude. Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
mean, I know it's bad to think about it that way, but a dude with a big ass is gonna fuck you up, dude.
yeah.
Don't do it. A dude with a big old ass is gonna murder you. If you're light in the pants, just fucking pump, like just plow your ass over.
Yeah, I always think it's funny when people are like in the comments debating your height. I'm like, oh, bro, you should see him. He's a beast. Like, because like most bodybuilders are, they're kind of short.
Not Eddie though. Eddie's a beast.
He's the size of a fridge. I'm like, geez, man, you're
Eddie's
too
like
big.
330 pounds, like with back veins and fucking like, dude.
Yeah.
Motherfucker
No, he's
puts 4 plates on there, like, yo, you warming up, bro? He's just like, yeah, just chill.
a
The fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah, even his wife. That's a model. That's a great couple. I like them. I like seeing them together.
He's a humble dude, but I mean, yeah, fucking, he's one of the top bodybuilders in the world. But I mean, he just fucking, dude, it's as you get into something, you have to just start off with personal development and then let your vision, let your call develop, Like you answer the call to your conscience. And the thing is, it's not a conference call. So why the fuck do you believe everybody's going to see it? Like, oh, my parents don't. Fuck your parents. Kick them in the teeth if they don't follow your vision. If your vision is smoking fucking weed all day and drinking, then you should be kicked in the teeth. But the second you're doing something fucking right and your parents don't agree with it, just be like this. Fuck you, shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. I don't want to be where you're at. My mom tried to tell me shit the other day. I said, Mom, what position are you at in life to tell me anything that you're talking about? And she's like, oh, well, the top people. I said, well, let them tell me then. Let them tell me then, because you're not one of them. As soon as you know that, you'll be able to speak correctly. There's plenty of things you can talk about, Mom. This is not one of them. And she like, took offense to it. I'm like, don't take offense to it. I'm teaching you how to be more effective. Speak about what you fucking done. Done. Like, people don't get it. Grant Cardone gives his mom like a piece of paper and like how she has to talk to him. He's like, this is how you have to talk to me.
Yeah, I like what you said though. Like what you told your mom, like there's certain areas that she has her strengths in.
Dude, there's areas I'm gonna listen to you in. Why are you coming into my area? Like, there's areas I will listen to you in. Why are you in my lane? Get in your fucking, I know I make my lane look really fucking impressive, but can you do that for you? Can you make your lane look impressive, please? Like, people have an innate ability of downgrading their abilities. Like, they're just so good at downgrading everything they've done and everything they know. Until they see they hate that they're a video gamer, until they see the one video gamer who makes bazillions and is famous. They're like, oh, I'm a gamer too. It's like, dude, wait. Can you just pump your shit up like before it's cool? Like, just be you,
Yeah.
Like all the dudes in prison, they're like, they don't want to tell people they've been in prison because they're ashamed of it. And I'm like, nah, motherfucker. The fuck? Like, society glorifies the gangsterism and shit. Now, you don't have to go out and be a fucking liability, but dude, understand you have to be who the fuck you are. Like, people hide that shit, and it's so glorified that like that position is coveted at a certain degree if used correctly. Like, people just don't want to admit that because they're really just fucking, they're just blind. I mean, they operate from black and white life, no gray area. They don't understand it. And the thing is, like, they don't know the power of influence. Like,
Yeah. So for my question, I wanted to see what your self-talk is like when you're putting on size, like go through a little carb.
I don't even do that anymore. But when I used to, I just wasn't even as involved with my mindset. But I would just make it a task that, hey, I'm going to still stay mentally aware and connected, even though I'm eating more.
Okay.
All you have to do is like really put that quote. I mean, adversity, introduce a man to himself. The adversity now and keeping your mindset strong is the extra food that tries to kick you out of any type of heightened consciousness. It's easy to get in a conscious state when you're hungry as fuck. Well, now the challenge is you're not hungry as fuck. Can you still stay conscious? And then when you go back to being cut again and being hungry as fuck, you're 10 times better because you've experienced it the other way and then you still brought it back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, because that was my question, because I starting to get curious of like as I start, the reverse, like I'm just interested to see like what are my feelings now, because like I got used to like that empty feeling in my stomach and going
you're
to
gonna
bed.
feel like you're a fat ass when you go to try to do pull-ups and you can do like 7.
Or when I look in the mirror and I just see, just soft, like around my, stomach.
Dude, I'm muffin topping right now, dude. I'm like 247 and fucking just all cakes, dude. It's horrible.
Okay.
I still stay ripped in certain areas, but I got my areas. I'm not gonna zoom in on them,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my areas, but I got my times where I'm fucking nasty and I got a vein going into my fucking armpit. Where at one point in my life, there used to be my biggest problem area of fat. Like I was real impressed when my biggest problem area ended up being veiny, like on my outer chest. And then my last cut, like when I cut pretty quick, it was like the worst area where my body holds the most fat. I was able to get that area really vascular. So that was like a big point where you're like, okay, well, this is my hardest area. And I was able to pull the fat off that part. So like, that's the biggest thing. Like, what's your hardest area in life? Are you able to take the weakness off of that part? Like, focus only on that. Everybody just focus on what they did good today. Fuck what you did good today, motherfucker. Just put that in the bank and redo it tomorrow. Focus on what you didn't do.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like how you kind of like transition from like that whole body image into like how, like in real life, how we can apply like certain areas in our life that we're struggling with.
Yeah. I mean, because
So,
the wisdom has to be applicable across the board. The people who are applying it across the board are the ones who are going to win,
thank you, Wes. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
100%, bro. You're killing it.
You have a good one. Thank you.
Have a great day. I got a Sheiky Chic. Are you in a cell, big dog?
Nah, I'm in the back. I'm in the back of
Okay, yeah, I saw it was pointing up top and it looked like a cell door.
Oh no, I'm in the back of a very perfumery, let's say. You feel me? Don't ask no
Well,
questions.
yeah, I'm waiting for the day someone has a phone in the joint and fucking ends up being on this program, dude.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna step outside. Hold on. Thank you. Got it. What's up, Wes? So,
Just kicking
I've been
back,
at my
developing these topics. How you doing?
check out this Jag, this old school Jag, huh?
That's that Austin
Crazy.
Powers edition, huh?
That's some Austin Power shit. Facts. I want to apologize or just give my awareness to the group. I haven't been in the meetings as much for the past 6 weeks or so. I just came out of Ramadan, observing Ramadan, which is like fasting, like what Muslims do and stuff like that for 30 days, sun up to sundown, no water, no food. But once the sun goes down, we can eat and drink water. And it's also about, sorry about the noise. It's also about being like high level mental witness and watching your thoughts and, getting angry could be breaking your fast. So like you do, and what you talk about, like breaking character. And
yeah, in the pen during Ramadan, they call everybody who's participating to the front of the block and they deliver them all their trays for the day right there in the morning. And then they then they fucking they'll usually eat way before sun's up or whatever, and then they wait till it goes down, but it's a lot of people participate, a lot of like people you wouldn't think,
Yeah, it allows you to transcend, if I may say, your carnal self. And once you get into that mental awareness, it's like, oh, wow, okay. Most people have never gone 7 hours without water, maybe a few hours without some food. And you see their like character descend into like poor character, bro. Anyway, I just want to say that's what I've been doing. But at the same time, during the night, I've low key had to but I watched myself like play around with my macros and overeat. So I wanted to ask, like, how do you, because I think the guy that just spoke before was mentioning the same thing. How do you, like, with your self-talk, not run a train on yourself about your like steps backwards? You know what I mean? And then like stepping backwards, regret was definitely my guideline.
You just have long view, and that, I mean, you've done it so much that it's just an incremental step. I mean,
yeah,
like I've done it for so long. I know how detrimental something small like that is, but then
right.
I operate from the whole start of my first, like coming into this, this type of lifestyle. I was just way strict because it felt so good. And for so long in my life, I lived so wrong. So I go off the feeling. Like I really don't like to torture myself. You see how intense I am in life. I'm worse to myself. I just don't want to have to face myself. So I keep it good so I don't have to face that motherfucker in the mirror, and I'm going to chew myself up,
Right. The conscience congruence, it
I
matters
don't give
because
myself slack. I fucking trip on myself. Like, so it's a good thing. It's a vice and a virtue. It's a gift and a curse, you know?
right. Yeah. About and also like I was thinking like I forgot I probably watched a video walk in the yard like a while ago. Somewhere in your videos you spoke about like how you when you first got home, you would be like in like I guess your mom's crib or whatever, and you're on the phone, nobody knows you're jugging and you're making your money the way you're making your money and you got your whole plan figured out. Did you speak to people about your vision then? Because like I'll bring up things that I'm excited about and the direction that I'm going in. And sometimes interacting with certain consciousness could infect just by sharing and then seeing their energy about it. You know what I mean? How do you keep that mental bubble?
Oh, yeah.
Or did you share? Do you just keep it low key the whole time?
Someone that was important in my life who knew what I was doing was like, you think you're going to make enough money to support a family online coaching?
Word, word, word.
It's pretty funny now.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I could feel it. It's like you look in their eyes and you just see that disbelief.
Yeah, but the thing is,
damn,
is you got to just consider the source and you got to just surround yourself with people already doing it.
or
Like nowadays, if people want to do what I do and they don't get as close to someone who's doing it like that as possible, they're a fucking idiot. Like you just gotta slap yourself for staying around people who aren't doing it and letting them infiltrate you and not spending enough time around people who are. Like literally, it costs thousands to get the millionaire mindset from a millionaire. It costs millions to get the billionaire mindset from a billionaire. Like Grant Cardone spent millions to be around a billionaire friend for like 2-3 months just to absorb that. And guess what he became next?
Straight up.
Yeah, it's just what it is. Like when you normalize stuff that was abnormal to you, that's your level up. Like you normalize this way of eating, you normalize this way of money. Like my homie went back to the East Coast right now, and he normally just rolls around with me and all these rides and shit. He's like, man, I feel like I'm in poverty out here right now. I'm like, I went to visit my family out here, and what is that? What places for lovers? Virginia. I always make fun of Virginia's for lovers. But he's like, man, this shit is slow out here. Like, I just realized how much we're fucking moving. Like, because we just move all day, you know?
No, straight up. Straight up. Once you get on that frequency, it's like, it's not that you feel alone, but there is definitely like, you just elevate, you know, above certain levels of thinking.
It don't matter where I go. Like I'm so infatuated and so connected with what I'm doing that I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm bringing you into it. Like if you're in my vicinity, you're part of what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like if you're in my vicinity, you've just entered what I'm doing. It's never the other way around. I will never be around someone and infiltrate what they're doing. Even if they're bigger than me, they still fucking come into what I'm doing.
Right. You got to break those energetic tensions in the room and stuff like that. It's like, if you know you're moving on a positive frequency, it's like, I'm not even going to allow you to do the mental, whatever is going on, right? Hey, what's up, dude? We're doing this. That type of leadership vibe. That's what you're talking about? Like, you're not even allowing
just like when people who maybe trump me in one area, and then they're doing stupid ass shit I don't agree with. Like, there's no way I'm breaking for them. I wait for those. And I'm like, nah, dude, you're tripping. Like this one guy, he's like a big time dude on Instagram. We were at a mastermind group, and he's like, if you sign up for this mastermind, then I'll do the first workout. That Friday you sign up, I'll get up at 2:45 and go work out with you. I said, I don't give a fuck if you work out with me in front of all his buddies. I said, why the fuck would I got so heated? I said, why the fuck would I care if you went and worked out with me, bro? I'm like, you just fucked this up. I'm like, Cody, did you just hear this guy? Get this guy off your sales team. I'm like, literally, if I were to join your mastermind, it would be for the connections in the business I'm going to do, not to be your friend. Because in all reality, you stood on that stage and talked about discipline and ethics and all this shit, and you got a drink in your hand now. Fuck out of here. And he's just like, oh, his tail went between his legs, and he was just like, damn. I'm like, what? You guys don't want me here. I'll fucking ruin you guys. Like, I'm on the trajectory to ruin them in the financial way as well, on purpose. Because like that rug he pulled out from these fake ass men who don't understand why they're doing it. They're doing everyone dirty around them by having 2 drinks. Like fuck that. Fuck your 2 drinks, dude.
That shit is not even worth it, bro. Even on like a biochemical level, it's like to introduce alcohol to yours. What? Why? Like you said yesterday, what are you running from, dude? Seriously, because like once you get on this high vibration, it's like you don't even want to get your vibration dependent on something outside of yourself, bro.
That's what when people are like, they don't understand what they say, like protect my energy, and then like, what's your life goal? What's your goal? And then it's like some money shit or some other shit. And you got someone like me who speaks all this shit. What's your goal each day, Wes? To not break character. That means protect my energy and my high vibration. You dumb motherfucker. You just don't get it. You just don't grasp it. Here they are like, to make 7 figures, I want to fucking this and this and this. It's like, you stupid ass fuck. We're already aligned with attaining all that. We're already on this vibration. You can't even, this pattern, you can't even fucking, our frequencies don't vibrate. Bye. You don't get what you're saying. You're just a carbon copy, just fucking regurgitating bullshit. They don't fully understand it. They never digested it.
Straight up, bro. That's real.
I love Ramadan because that's what I preach. Is I preach the old school way of self discovery, which is enduring treks, fasting, and solitude. That's how all cultures found themselves. But Ramadan is like a time to expedite that for their people. So I appreciate anyone who learns to go into suffering to find themselves. I mean, then they can easily transcend that to other areas of life.
Yeah, I try to advocate for it. I mean, I found so much value. Like, I'm coming for that business program, bro. But we're gonna talk about some things. But so much value in the fasting, like you said, suffering introduces a person to consciousness, or suffering is the direct path, like you know what I mean? And it's like, who's really suffering? That becomes the question. Like somebody asked me, they're like, yo, dude, so what do? You just suffer all day? I'm like, I don't think it is suffering, but then you look at their lives, it's like you said, what are you running from? Like, who's really suffering?
Oh,
anyway,
yeah. When you learn to invite what builds you, I mean, it's constant progression. So that the total purpose is when you learn to take pleasure in not being pleased, you don't know what suffering is anymore. You take pleasure in not being pleased. It's done. You took all the power away from all the bullshit.
Or another question, if I may, when you work, like I work with clients, right? So I started picking up a few clients in person, and it's like certain people don't see the power of the mind, or don't understand how their auto-suggestion, because everybody is on auto-suggestion, whether they're conscious of it or not. So to become aware of the voice and how it's directing and giving you that whatever you think you are, like person to come in, I'm tired. It's like, all right, you believe you're tired, because a person like me and a person like you, from you, I'm able to wake up at 3 a.m. every day. From you, even if I get 1-2 hours of sleep, I'm getting up at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Because I've instilled that into my mind. And it's like the way I interpret is not, oh, I didn't get any sleep, that means I'm tired. You know, how do you correct people's thinking? Like, you know, I feel like you're more of a master at that, and we could learn from that, because it's like to help the people around us to come at it direct. Sometimes it's like this automatic wall, this automatic block, this automatic, you know, defense mechanism, rationalization, denials, or, you know, all this crazy shit. So like, how do you?
Everybody has different capacity. Everyone has a different capacity of understanding certain things at certain times. So you're literally working on what you're building them. And once someone feels above average in one area, you can transfer that to the others, but you just have to make them feel above average in a single area. Let them then give them the blueprint to where they exercise it on their own and they elevate, and then you transfer it to the next area. But you really just gotta pick and choose with what you work with that first. I mean, just some people's capacity for understanding certain shit has been ingrained in them for a long time. So, but when you make someone feel above average just by the fucking vocabulary you use, you make them want to go seek more. So you light the fire under them. When you make them learn something like macros that they never knew shit about eating, they learn that, they're like, fuck, dude, like, then they look around, they're like, you don't even know how you're eating, you know? So now they're above average. Like, you get them above average and they'll seek more. So just find the way to get them feeling above average And that can be not 3 o'clock. It can just be the
Yeah,
way they
yeah, yeah.
themselves when they wake up, or that they're find the time they're willing to get up, and then have them speak to themselves a certain way about how they felt when they got up, and then watch as they push the needle forward. They always push the needle forward when they feel what it does to them.
Right. Right. Yeah, we study learning, bro. We study learning.
Oh yeah, we're inwardly focused. I mean, I need these answers. You know, we're on a path to self-mastery that, I mean, that's what everybody should be after.
Right. That's the truth in many different aspects and different domains. Yeah, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate the group. I appreciate, just being exposed to this type of energy. I'm gonna clear the floor. And hopefully we get to do that thing. You feel me?
Appreciate it, big dog. You have a great day.
You too. Stay up, bro.
100%. Big Rob, what you got for us, Rob?
What's up, Wes? What's up, fellas? Good to be here.
Oh, we lost you. We got to unmute you again.
Hey, there you are.
Got
What's
you,
up,
bro.
guys?
How you doing?
Wes, how you doing, bro?
Living the dream. I mean, just
I'm doing well, thanks. So I'm coming up. Yes, sir. Living the dream, man. That's it.
we
So
got
I'm
a
coming up on
massive
week
delay
3.
on your
It's my boy Chance.
your connection's got a huge delay.
Okay, hold on. Let me walk inside really quick. How's that?
I got you. Yeah. You hear me in real time or
All
what?
right, cool. Oh yeah, I got you. All right, hey man, it's good to see you.
Likewise. This is the best
Good to be
time of
with
my
you.
week,
Good
right
to be
here.
with you guys. Hell yeah. So I'm coming up on week 3 in the program. Coming up on week 3, and I got to tell you, man, like it's exactly, I feel like what I needed at the right time. I've done coaching before, like more on kind of business coaching, and like strategic coach was the last thing that I did. I did it for 3 years, and strategic coach is really good about like kind of talking about your unique ability and just operating within that unique ability, and then kind of outsourcing everything. And they talk a lot about, like taking time, taking free days, and taking care of yourself. But it's like, it's soft though. It's soft. It's like, I was taking so many damn free days, and I'd been in that program for over 3 years, and I was drinking and drugging the whole damn time. So I got sober a little over a year ago. And that completely changed things for me. Because on the outside, like I always, I was able to have the house, have the family, have the business, but I was suffering inside. And so I got sober, and I was really disciplined there, and I'm doing my thing there. Business is good, life is good, family's good, but I was getting soft. I was getting soft inside. So I started to kind of like, it was almost like I went to other vices, eating dessert, food. I always worked out. I played college football. So, I've got an athletic background, but just not feeling good about the way that I look, the way that I feel, sleeping in. And I was listening to one of your videos about a month back. I was getting ready in the morning, and I had been feeling like, man, I got to start getting up earlier again. And I don't remember which video it was, but you were talking about the power of waking up early. And as soon as that happened, I was like, oh shit, I got to sign up with this guy.
I mean, the thing is we're not leaving any area unattended. I mean, if people want to just admit that they're low level in some areas, then they can. I just don't. I don't have limitations. Like I don't limit myself in any way. I don't tell myself science says this, none of that. I have such a strong belief in everything that I'm capable of that I don't need what people need. And if you want to just side with normal ass people and mediocre life and how everyone else does it, well, then you'll be just like them. But just like how Elon Musk said, he's like, people say I'm fucking lucky. He's like, I worked for the last 17 years, 16-hour days, 52 weeks a year. Like, or however that was his quote. He's like, I'm not lucky. Like, what the fuck, And it's like, they'll always side with the level but he's like this way or something. I mean, and then that dude should be using that in other areas. You should be able to correctly allocate your time to where you're spending about 3 hours a day on each area that levels up every area of your life, and your trajectory towards all those goals is fucking just ascending. And the fact is like, it's not difficult. Like, do you guys really, these top guys really comprehend food so badly that they can't just structure meals that keep them in really good shape? How? Like, what the fuck? Do people really comprehend money so bad so they can't say, I'm overspending? I don't make that much. Like why can't everyone just it's just honesty.
So that
honesty.
That discipline like can transcend so many different areas in your life. And like so far for me, you know, dialing in macros so far, getting up earlier, doing my reading, doing some journaling, doing some praying. I wasn't doing that shit I used to get up early back in the day, but it was exactly what I needed for the discipline piece. So that discipline.
This is why I do that. These are all the things that everybody knows they should do. So I irritate and motivate, showing you my wake up time, showing you that I'm reading, showing you my workout, showing you the food I'm eating. Everybody's like, every time I do a post like that, they're like, fuck, I know I need to get up earlier. Next one, fuck, I haven't read in 10 years. And the next workout post, fuck, I swore I was going to work out like last year. And then you hit them with the diet. Oh my God, I know I should be eating better. So I just hit them with every area that they know they should be working on that they're not.
Yeah. So my son, who you just saw a second ago, is autistic. He's on the spectrum, and he's our only son. He's our only child, and it's important to me to be a leader for him and to be a leader in this family. You know, before I went to treatment, my wife and I were in a really shitty spot. I put us there. I see that now. I know that now. And so my goal at this point in time is to be the leader, to be the man that they deserve. And I feel like stacking these wins is giving me.
This all it comes down to. You got the plan, you got the trajectory, and really now you said all this shit right now. If you don't pull it off now, bash your teeth in with the hammer, motherfucker. That's what it comes down to. Like, you're the biggest bitch on the planet. If you said all this shit and in fucking 90 days, you ain't ripped, you ain't not fucking doing all this shit no more. And that's what everybody needs. They need that. Because everybody talks so fucking big until they really fucking got to show some results. Some of you motherfuckers in here are sickening how much you fucking showed me what's possible. Just coming in, just don't even talk to them for like 70 days. And what, motherfucker? We'll see if you got that in you, Rob. And I hope you do.
Okay.
You said a lot right now. So now the whole thing is you need motivation from here out for the rest of your life. Remember what the fuck you said and who you said it to. And you said it to your family and you spoke about them. So you better die before you don't honor your son's name like I do. When I go up and pull 405 off that squat bar, I'm like, I won't let my family down with fucking shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm definitely not, just all areas of life, not letting them down. What? So we'll see.
Awesome. That's it. Yeah, I'm with it, man. I love it. I love what you're doing. Like I said, man, it's had a good positive impact so far in my life. I'm running with it. All aspects of life. It's helped lift me up at a time where, you know, I just felt like the timing was perfect on it. So I'm going to keep rolling with it, keep stacking them W's, man. Yeah, and you keep doing what you do, bro.
We need you to come out as that product that wows people, not the half-ass shit where people are like, oh, Rob did pretty good. We want you to be on the wall like, fuck, that dude right there. That's how your son has to look at you. My fucking, that's my dad. What? He's way different than your dad. He's way different than other people. Not just like, your dad's, you know, he's doing pretty good. No, way different. Because you got a blueprint right now. So I want to see that. Like, I love seeing that shit. There's motherfuckers like BMX dude, Steve Mulder. He was like an X Games dude. He's like fucking, I think he's like 50. But anyways, the dude came in and just soft body, fucking looking like shit and just diced it, dude, just took it to the level. And that's it. Like I used to say gratitude is action, gratitude is results. Because a lot of people get up and have action, but a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot so fucking much that they just overtake the actions that they took with the back steps. But I need it, Rob. I need to see you do it, and I appreciate you sharing so much with us. I need that. Like
Awesome.
I used to tell,
Awesome,
I used
man.
to tell, like Billy, he's a big marketing guy here. Like he would post about a fat leader is a hip. I saw myself. I say I'm a leader, but a fat leader is it seemed hypocritical. So then I was like, oh hell yeah, he's gonna do it. And then he just kept taking fucking back steps, like to where it just never really happened. Like this six pack was supposed to materialize, it just never did. So I hope I need to see it, Rob. You have a great day. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank you, Wes. Thanks, brother. Keep doing it, bro.
Have a great day with your family, bro.
Thanks.
Big Julian, what you got for us?
Yo, Wes, what's up, brother? I love you so
How you
much,
doing?
man. Man, I've been following your stuff for like a year now, over a year, and it's really changed my entire life. I'm like about like 8 days into this program, and I'm definitely like I'm like you in the sense that like I'm an intensity junkie. I'm like a recovering addict, alcoholic. I love like and I resonate with the anger and whatnot because that's my main issue too. But like I run an acupuncture practice. I got a son, and I've been trying to embrace your mentality of like you can do more, dude. You can get up early. You can just like just cut out the stuff that is not feeding your life or your mission. And I mean, like I have to admit, like I do crash. I get really into it all, and then I do it and I crush it for like a week, and then I crash. And whether it's like I'm doing a workout and I'm like I'm gonna try to push through and do more here, but like
No, you just some people are so impatient they want to do 10 years worth of work in a fucking year, and just don't be that dude. Just do what's on your program and then do your work for the day. And then just each day, just add a little more to it. Everybody just has this underlying thing that they're so far behind that if they do more work more intensely, it's going to happen quicker. No, you're going to fuck yourself over. And the thing is like anyone can do the workout, hit their macros, go to their job and be better at their job each day and control their fucking attitude and their character. Anyone can do that. It's just some motherfuckers who get all weird and shit and they want to just make it way too intense, like it's going to progress them quicker. That's not going to happen. Like, just don't do that. Just run your program in. Just run it in so much to where it doesn't even phase you.
That's super helpful, man.
Yeah, most people just the urgency's too much,
Yeah, for sure. That answers it. I thought you were gonna say something like
a lot of people they're not honest with their conscience like this. That's why your program's set to just be this workout and then just the macros. It's like the days when they're all pumped up, they'll try to do more than what's scheduled, and then they don't realize they fucked themselves,
Absolutely. I got one other question. So I train Muay Thai, and on certain days that like I don't do the workouts that you posted, I do the Muay Thai training, and it's like a lot of intense cardio. And I find myself being like so fucking hungry those days that I like I will feel sick.
That's why I don't have my clients do cardio at the start, because like cardio just gives you that runner's high type shit. Like I don't really have them do excess cardio. They have their workout, then they don't have like scheduled cardio after, but cardio will give you like a runner's high, and then you'll talk yourself into believing you need more food, and you're just like vibing so high. You're like, oh yeah, like I fully deserve it. Like I went and did those extra. In all reality, it's just not trackable. So like I don't like leave it up to guesswork. So I'm like, just this workout with these macros will get us where we want to go, and then we change it. And then once you get single digit body fat and you're looking really good, cardio is a tool to like just get down quick, like to really like get way shredded. You don't need cardio to get in the best shape of your life. You just need it to get like past your plateau points. We just have to see what your plateau points are from anaerobic exercise and diet.
Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, that was my last question was
You
just,
can't track it. Like you just, there's no real ability to like be like, how much calories did he, or like, what did he do during his Muay Thai fucking shit? Like, I mean, it's obviously swap that and just get way ripped, fight through it, stay mentally strong. And then we get you string bean ripped fucking karate body. And then we reverse diet. That's just what we do. I mean, oh, well, nobody died of being too fucking hungry in America. Like, fuck, dude, has that ever happened? Our bums are fat. Like every
Right.
bum I ever saw was fat as fuck. What the fuck is that about? Like, that's crazy. Like they're huge. Like they're not even like, you would think they'd be skinny. They're bums. No, they're not. They're fat.
yeah, so you don't like, you don't give any extra calories,
No point.
or like
There's no
extra
point.
exercise. You
No,
just
if
leave
you
it
have,
where
if
it
you
is.
have, like if you have body fat, you're still fucking, you still have calories. Body fat, why would you have calories? That body fat is 3,500 calories per pound. So if you want 3,500 extra calories for the day, go burn a fucking pound. Like I haven't even eaten no carbs today, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and tell myself I'm hungry, you know?
Yeah, so you're like, something I noticed is like I don't know if it's because I'm a recovering addict. I've got my mind straight in the last year or whatever. But like I've always suffered with like the ability to concentrate and pay attention. And sometimes I notice that like I'll get really spacey.
You don't suffer
And,
with anything. You don't suffer with anything. You just quit doing it. Like everybody's a habitual construct. Nobody's suffering from anything. You just never constructed the ability to concentrate a long time. You're like everybody else. People give you some macros and you're just like, ah, and like your stress management's so fucking low, you fucking just give up. Like when I say never tap, I'm talking about even in technology. I'm talking about with macros. I'm talking about with arguments. I'm talking about never tap. Like stress management's too low, bro. And that's where success comes from, stress management. Like everyone wants to believe they're like, I'm especially fucked up in this area. No, you're not. You're a habitual construct. You didn't construct that area strong enough. When you construct that area through doing it more, you'll be good at it. If you didn't work to earn it, you won't be. Probably the greatest problem everyone has is they won't learn anything new. Like that's like the greatest problem is people's ability to sit down and learn something new. My business forces me to learn so much shit that would fuck people's brain up trying to comprehend. And then on top of that, all the other shit I've learned. Like, I don't have a problem sitting there for 5 hours trying to learn something. Because I've been doing that. You know, I used to read the same magazines cover to cover, like all fucking month. Like just finding shit in them, just understanding stuff deeper. I take like 5 hours to do a fucking Instagram post. That one I wrote this morning it took forever. Like I'm just sitting there like revising it, writing it down, revising it, writing it down, doing it, then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Does it make sense? Da, 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 da. And it's just like, add this, take this away. It's just like someone who fucking is relentless towards product. The way you do anything is the way you do everything, bro. People say that on a post where they left the bars uncropped on the sides and it's like the worst picture ever taken. Like, did you know that the way you do anything is the way you do everything? I'm like, oh, did you know you put that on the worst picture that you didn't even crop, you stupid idiot? The fuck out of here. I should kick your teeth in. Didn't even crop the bars off the picture. It's like the worst picture that they took no time taking. And they're like so proud they learned fucking some words that were strung together that they had the audacity to speak it. Like we didn't see that they fully dropped the ball on their whole topic. Like the last post was March 3rd. And then here's their post on like 2 months later. Consistency is key. Oh, okay. Okay. Last time he posted was 2 months ago. Consistency is key. Okay. Okay. Nothing gets by you. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is create habits on the other side of your weakness. Sit down, force yourself to get stressed out, then push it 10 more minutes. Then take a break, sit down, force yourself to get stressed while trying to digest a topic. Then push it 15 minutes, take a break, like get ready to be stressed out. Just sit there. I mean, it's all mental awareness. The book's not stressing you out. The understanding of the topic ain't stressing you out. It's your perception of the topic.
Got it.
It's how you're talking to yourself while you're trying to understand it.
Got it.
I'm not good
Yeah,
at this.
man,
I'm not good at this. I'm innately fucked up here. This is something I'm not good at. I was never good at this. This is
Mhm.
what you really
Well,
see. No wonder you
internal
can't.
dialogue.
No wonder you can't digest the topic. The whole time you're just shitting on yourself. You're not even
Mhm.
present.
Yes,
Probably
it's all
steps
this
back to people
story.
telling you sucked.
So you're saying it's the internal dialogue that you tell yourself the
Yeah,
story.
probably steps back to like childhood shit where people told you wouldn't do shit or you sucked or something.
Totally, absolutely.
100%.
Awesome, man. Dude, I appreciate you so much,
Yeah,
bro.
but
You
just
changed
don't
my life.
even
Thank you.
buy into that shit. That self-talk's
Mhm.
fully under your control. And all these stuff you are good in, the stuff you are good in washes over you and just rinses off all that shit they told you that was their perception of themselves. Like they were telling you ain't shit because they weren't shit. The way people view you is a confession of character. So all your wins, everything you're doing to better yourself, that washes you clean of everything they told you.
Got it, man.
Yeah,
Thank
just re-strengthen yourself in all your weaknesses, you know.
Mhm.
100%, bro. You have a great day. I'm gonna try to get to everybody. I gotta get off in a little bit here. Like, you have a great
Thanks,
day.
Wes.
100%.
Too much.
I like that topic. That was good. Big Rich Costas. I gotta get to Big Rich. I don't know if I'm gonna get to everybody today. The wife has us. She said we have to go somewhere today. Like we haven't done shit, and it's like, dude, I've been booking calls fucking 7 days a week, and oh, dude, if you don't adhere to the wife, you're done, dude. She'll kill you.
Dunzo, bro. Dunzo.
You just might as well shut everything down. It's not gonna happen.
Yep. What's up, brother?
Chilling. How you doing?
Doing great, dog. Doing great. Got a question for you regarding ego. So, I'm realizing I got a bigger ego than I thought. You know what I mean? And when I post shit online about like, hey, when I fuck up and I'll try to be like, hey, yo, I'm good though, this and that, and people will say shit like, it's okay, da da da. But when people are like, I'm rooting for you and you can do it, it pisses me off.
Oh, it pisses me off when people do that too.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, I want to be like, shut the, I don't want you rooting for me. You know what I mean? But I'm like, is that my ego or is that something that's common with people?
No, I don't do that to people. Like, I don't like even the people who I meant, like I'm around all day. I don't fucking tell them everything good they're fucking doing, that they can fucking do it and all this shit. I tell them that a few times in the right way, but I don't just, that's not the underlying thing. Like you sandwich it. Yeah, you can fucking do it. And then the real fucking meat of the sandwich is the fucking, hey, you're fucking tripping, motherfucker. And then back with, but you got everything going for you. Quit making it so much harder than it is, you know? So, I mean,
Yeah.
light cookies and then a lot of frosting in the middle, man. That's that sandwich, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, something like I guess it depends on the person too. Like if you're saying some shit, I'm like, all right, but if someone is like lower level, like I'm
Oh
rooting
yeah,
for
well,
you, you can do
that's
it.
like I told my mom. She's like trying to give me advice. I said, shut up. Like
Yeah.
you don't, not that area, mom. Like
Yeah.
pick your area. Give me advice in the area that you fucking, that works for you. Like, cause a lot of people like in my position, they're a wreck to me, dude. Like they want to just fuck, since I give so much freely give so much advice and say my shit, they come assault me with my own shit. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, fuck you. You can't just say my own shit against me. Like, you can't act like it fits this area. Yeah, it's just like, you know, it's how people are. But I mean, they just mean well. You just you gotta have your mentors really tell you what's up. And then everybody else, you just gotta see them for what they are and be like, oh, they mean well.
Yeah. And then speaking on vision, I realized too, in the last 2-3 weeks, I finally
Yeah, but look
freaking
at
get vision.
you're just adopting your teaching skill. So you don't admire someone who teaches that way, like, oh, you got this. Like, so you're just seeing, like, as you get better at coaching and teaching people, then you're gonna show that your way is the way that worked for you. The way that works for you is like, no, motherfucker. So you take more compassion than compression. Like compression pisses you off, as it should, because they're just saying you're not capable. When people are way too compassionate to you, they're just saying like, oh, like that's probably too hard for you anyways. But when they compress you, they're like, motherfucker, you should already be doing this. You're better than that. What the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Straight
why
up. Yeah,
I
man.
resonate with
I like
compression.
that shit too.
Yeah, like, but some people are so weak, they need a
I
lot
like
of
them
compassion.
both. And I do like both. I like both. You know, I've always thrived under someone who's harder on me. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, but not dickhead style. But
Yeah,
whatever that means.
it's compression, not fucking, not just massive criticism, you know?
Yeah. And then also on vision, you know, I realized shit. It's like I finally connected the dots with vision, because before always, man, when I was working on like the business or doing this, that's what I was doing, right? I'm working on the business, but I realize now it's like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm getting my vision in the moment I'm doing the work. You know what I mean? Versus just focus on like, this is I'm doing push-ups. No, you're getting fucking ripped. I'm building this business now. You're getting your fucking goals. You know what I'm saying? Like connecting that while I'm doing it. And that was huge for me.
Yeah, it's mindset training is just imagination, like whatever holds you to your goals, whatever you can create in your mind that'll hold you to your goals. The
Yeah.
more the more you can simplify it, the better. That's why I could just say you're a bitch.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, you're not rich because you're a bitch and you're lazy. Oh, you're not ripped, it's because you're a bitch and you're lazy. Oh, you're still getting angry, you're weak, you're a bitch and you're lazy. It's
Yep.
really that simple, but people want to make it complex so they can have a way out. No, it's got to be some crazy shit. No, it's not. You gave up. That's what happened. And this, like, really, that's what it is. Like, I'll make it that simple. You're a bitch and you're lazy. You have the path and the blueprint, but until you face that, you will never get it, because you'll always think it's something more complex than the fact that you're choosing to be lazy and be a bitch. And it's just, that's what works for me. That's simple. No way out,
Yeah.
Wes. You're a lazy ass bitch. You ain't who you think you are,
Yeah.
Wes. You're a pussy. Like I go straight for the jugular.
Yeah. And then one other question, bro. So, you know, man, you know my journey last year, right? Got ripped, fucked up, got ripped, fucked up, got ripped, fucked up, right? Bitched out, whatever you want to call it. And right now I feel like, because every time I'd be like, I'm gonna be fucking doing this and that in 2 months. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm fucking fat boy eating ice cream with tears coming down my eyes, you know? But now I feel like I don't even want to say shit. I just want to produce results. But do you think that's bitching out too?
No, I mean, the whole thing is it's just like, it's just like you just got to remember what you said and back it the fuck up. I purposely tell people, I purposely showed that I was in prison because I had so much faith in myself to be where I'm at today that I told everyone. I had to show them, like, look, I'm in prison right now, sharing this type of thoughts and this type of stuff. I'm doing this right now because I know where I will be. So I do it like that way. Like I'll be like, hey, I'm having problems in my relationship because I know the outcome. Like I want people to see the problem, feel the pain, and then see and feel me on the other side of it. So it's so real that they're like, you were going through it. And I know you believed it might not have worked out. And you pulled it off, motherfucker. That's what I want. I want that because I'm right there. Like I'm at the bottom where I don't know or believe, or I'm at the bottom where I'm in a bad space and I don't know if I can get out of it. But since I saw you, when you were in my same predicament, you were sharing it. I saw you pull out of it by your belief alone. The fact that I share my low points is the belief that I will be high again.
Hell yeah.
I do it on purpose. I'm like, oh, there's a problem right now. Let me go share this because I have to show you what I overcame. You know, that's what we're overcoming. Like if I'm going through some pain about something, I share it, and then everyone gets to see that I didn't just bow out. Like you had a problem and you disappeared. That's what you shouldn't have done. You should have had the problem and showed everybody that you worked through it. because that's what you do as a coach. People come to you with a problem and you're asking them to work through it. You didn't. You had a problem and disappeared. So that's where the problem was. I mean, you're supposed to, if you're going to be transparent in 2021 and do this type of work, you have to be like, look, this crazy shit just happened to me. I'm still going to pull it off. Like you get right in your zone of genius right there. Like people get to see it in real time. They're like, oh, it's bad. Let's see what he does. And then so many people are betting against you. I bet he cracks. I bet he fucks up. And then you don't. And then they're just like, oh shit, that's a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna say this then. You know what? Just fucking, like you told Rod, remember what you said? I'm gonna fucking say this in front of all you. I'm hitting the motherfucking reverse this time, bro. Straight up in front of all you. No bitching out. I'm gonna remember what the fuck I said because
I mean,
I want that shit. It's been long enough.
That's all people need to do. Like as I left prison, I said, watch this. Now, everybody who was like, oh, Wes, I bet he's gonna be that. They're just like, oh, fuck, that motherfucker. And then everyone got the quotes of like, the greatest revenge is success. I never did it for revenge. It was like, watch what's possible when you have the correct mindset and alignment. Not fucking revenge. Not operating out of fear. This was love for life again, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm on it, dude, because I can, the thing is, this is the first time in my life I've been sober, right? For almost 3 years. So I can actually look back and see my patterns and see how much those fuck ups literally have held me back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I did the picture the other day of me laughing. And I was like, oh yeah, you guys are going to be real successful and you still haven't dropped the negative habits your conscience is calling you to level up to. Like, dude, if I just don't keep working all day, the self-doubt creeps in. If I have like a 6-hour hiatus of work and forward progress towards who I'm trying to create, the doubt creeps in. Imagine if you had weeks off. Fuck, you're going to be worthless by the end of that in your own eyes. Like,
yeah, worse than worthless, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll say this. I mean, everyone listening, look, we were doing that elite coaching. You had me set up January 1st to murk it. January, I was going to be murking multiple, killing. And that mess up I did before then, bro, I'm still paying for it now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
the thing is like, I mean, I had one of the guys on the program today be like, dude, I drank. Like, I haven't drank in a while. Just people do that. Like, everyone fucking, they pay attention to the quote. Yeah, the universe is going to hand you everything you wished for. And then you're fucking, the distraction is going to come. And it's going to come in the form of your greatest weakness. Like, I tell people that, and they don't anticipate the weakness. They're just like, I'm winning. And then when the weakness comes, it just fucking murders them.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait for the distraction. Like, wait for it. It's coming. Like, life is preparation. It's coming. Will you be able to withstand it?
Yeah.
The shit I went through this year was arguably harder than doing the 10 years in prison. And I pulled it off. Like, you know how many times I wanted to just fucking, dude, lose it in every way. Like, give up, lose it a million times. And I didn't. And now we're in the best place ever. But the thing is like, everyone's saying, don't tap, we don't tap, this and that. I said it. I won't.
Yeah. Thank God you won't. And I'll just say this, man. I realize, we think, hey, I'm just going to do this for me at least. If I do a little cheat, it doesn't seem like a big deal, right? But it's like taking a step off a cliff. All it takes is one step, but you'll be fucking falling for a long time. And that's just how I see it. It's like, gotta be careful, Yeah,
I mean, in all reality, you have the tools right there to, if you're smart enough and you plan enough, you have the tools right there. If you're feeling it build up in you, you could placate your macros enough to fulfill that void. And I mean, the thing is like, it just takes planning. It's possible. Like, it's all right there. The person who will fucking dial it in correctly is the one who will win. That's the person who knows himself well enough.
Yeah, and for me,
it's all a process of self-discovery.
Now, dude, that's what this, and at the end of the day, dude, even though yeah, I could look back and go, damn, I wish I didn't jack up. I could be here. I've learned
But
so
you
much
wouldn't
through
have
it.
been. You weren't meant to be there. You
No.
weren't ready.
No.
Like everyone's exactly where they're supposed to be until they learn how to live in the present and they quit going back and shit or forward. Like then they'll know they don't understand. They still don't get it then.
Yeah.
Like you're
Straight up.
exactly where you're supposed to be. Stuff didn't turn out the way it was supposed to because of choices that you made that you were supposed to still stay at a certain place.
Yeah. And you know, I'm happy. I've learned so much about myself, but that I'm like, I don't endorse fucking up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, do the best. Yeah. But I went
That's
through
why I
it,
don't
so,
give people certain weird days and shit like that because there's no point. Why force someone to take a day off? You know, like why force them to take a day off to eat shitty food? You know, like what the fuck's that gonna do?
yeah, I can't. Like I'm the addict that if I just swerve a little, bro, it's fucking, we're going downhill, homie, real quick. You know, that's
always.
what I gotta catch.
Always, I'm the same way. I'm gonna get like 2 more people and then I gotta dip. I'll get fucking
Much
trouble.
love, my brother.
I'm
Always good
so
chat.
glad everybody's putting their hand up so much more, but we just, shoot me the messages in the app and, everybody, I'm trying to just get to everybody. It's fucking awesome. I love that everyone's putting their shit up. Thank you, Rich.
Love you, Doug.
Love you, big dog. Leo, what's up, bro?
Mr. West, how's life?
Wait, did I already talk to you? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, dude, I wanted to bring up your story post yesterday morning because that shit hit me like a train, man. And I feel like it's the biggest thing I've been, working on like through this journey. But I wanted to ask you, where's that fine line between overthinking, being like too smart for your own good, and being a deep thinker? Like where do you distinguish those two? Because I like to think that I am someone who thinks.
The whole thing is like intelligent people simplify, I mean, you should think about something very deeply, but once you simplify it, you should be able to initiate it.
Okay, so like
you shouldn't have to keep going over it. You should understand, you should simplify it, understand it, and then apply it. We learn through application. Simplify it, understand it, apply it, and then fucking enhance it. Apply it, enhance it,
Yeah, because then I go through that rabbit hole of, all right, Leo, you're just complicating this matter, this topic, whatever it is, just to justify your own
I've
failure.
been going over the same topics for so fucking long, it would drive people insane, I really feel like we should have just only owned like a few topics.
Got you.
I don't feel like we should jump all across. I think you should just wait for it to come to you. And if that topic keeps popping up to you, that's the one that's relevant.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like the self-belief, because, I think like I have the work ethic, but like the self-belief, you touched on it with Julian, I think, about like, remembering all the shit in your childhood, like your parents told you. And I'm just like trying to.
The whole thing with that is like, that's still victimizing. Like people got to learn to get over that shit. Like they literally get over it by just winning in other areas and being able to let that wash clean the bullshit that people told them. But I mean, in all reality, like nobody should ever really feel like depression or anxiety, like these states of negativity we feel in us it's really like anxiety is like your view of it's nothing more than you're seeing the future. Like if you keep acting how you're acting, you will be that motherfucker. Like it's not a what if. Like they're like getting anxious about this or that, about their relationship or about their looks or about something. It's like no. That's just a notification that you're out of alignment with that area. And if you keep that area, if it's body image, if it's being comfortable in public, like you're out of alignment in that area. You're not strengthening it or exercising it. And the way you see it happening is exactly how it will play out if you don't learn how to strengthen that area. Like it's really just like you're seeing the future, it's gonna be that way, motherfucker. They just really believe it's not. They're like, oh, I'm making it up. You're not making it up. It's exactly how it's gonna end up if you keep on the path you're on.
Right. Yeah. I think about consistency and what you mentioned about Big Yo, how he just listened and he had like that steady inclination. And I feel like that's what's happening right now with my self-belief, like just letting my highlight reel wash over and like forgetting like that victimization of like, remember what I was told and like having that, that weakness just like steadily incline and improve. And, but yeah, I just wanted to ask like, at what point are you getting to like when is Leo just like overthinking this shit and just like complicating everything and not just like simplifying it to like the core root of it?
I mean, you would just have to know that it's becoming, and you're not in flow state anymore. You're actually making it detrimental.
Hmm.
Like you should be in flow state. Like flow state doesn't know time. So you could just sit there for hours and hours just going over a topic, you know, like if you're literally, if you're in flow state, it's not going to bother you. You're not going to be worried about exercising a topic too long.
Got you. Yeah, yeah. Because I've definitely found myself just like I screenshotted that post and I just like definitely found myself a lot just
What
like
was the post about?
the one about like you will have everything you truly believe you deserve. And
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like I have such strong beliefs like in self that like I don't even need much to be going my way to still believe it's gonna, you know.
yeah, and like the self-belief and work ethic. And the other one that really hit me, that one liner you had was that no numbers won't save you, but people will. Because I just like grew up seeing like everyone in my family trying to chase that fast money, and like it just didn't look like that fulfilling process, you know. But then when I see like everyone in this program, like the way they run their day, and I'm just like, dang, like this is the community that I want to saturate myself in.
So
like,
the whole thing is you ask the people who've done it. I did both. It's not gonna work, you know.
right.
Those other people just haven't even gone down their path yet.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean,
lying to themselves.
yeah, no, and it's like painfully obvious too, you know, like they do acquire a certain thing that they're chasing, but I can just like see in their eyes, like the way they look or the way they speak. And it's just, then like I've said a couple times, then I look at the way my brother speaks or the way he'll look, like just engage in our conversations. And that's just something I want to ask you really quickly about is when you're revising your posts, do you ever like get feedback from anyone? Because I feel like Brandon and I get in tune and we like match on the same frequency. We have the same story. Like we have same thought processes.
Everything I shared, like I've known my answers for so long.
Mhm.
Like I don't have any doubt with the shit. The way I speak, my answers, the way I feel about shit. I've had these answers for so fucking long, dude.
So you
Like,
just like at this point, you just let it loose. Like you just
oh
revise.
yeah, no one can challenge me. I've already done the debates. Like I used to call showering winning arguments that'll never happen. Like the stuff I have my thoughts and my beliefs, and like I sit there and see every argument against it, and I already have the rebuttal that will crush everybody from every angle. So then I'm like, yep, that thing's bulletproof. Fuck out of here, you know?
Right.
So anybody who comes try to talk to me about shit, I'm like, what? I'm just waiting and I'm gonna murder them. Like they're just gonna they're gonna have their pants down in the middle of fucking Times Square, dude. They just are not gonna get it.
Right. So because I haven't like solidified these answers, and so I would like share this a certain post or a caption to Brandon. I'm like, hey, where are the holes so I can like think.
That's
of
why you gotta stay in your lane. You gotta wait till you fucking are fully confident with what you're speaking on, you know.
Got you.
That's okay. You could say the same thing a million different ways, you know, and just like if you're trying to like sound past your fucking age or level of wisdom or a growth level, then it's gonna seem awkward. It's not gonna be comfortable.
It's not going to come off.
Like, I feel like I'm undermined. Like I don't even share like the ones that I'm already on that I understand because I'm like nobody's gonna fucking even get this. Like, and that's where I do it the opposite way. I cap what I share because it's like. They might need a little bit for this one. Like I'm on some fucking weird ass shit. Like just different level fucking dude. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So would you say like for me just to stick on certain things and then try to like say it different? Because I've seen like some of your posts where they're kind of similar, but I've noticed some switches or some tweaks in like the language or delivery, like however you're saying or like sending off that message. Like, would you recommend just like focusing on certain things that I feel like I can like.
You're just overanalyzing it now, even. So you just want to fucking like whatever's coming to you so naturally that you own it. No one could debate you on.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Like there's no debate. It's just advice. Give advice, not information. You're giving wisdom that's not debatable. Like what are they going to say? And then if you give advice like from life experience, what are they going to say? No, you didn't do that. Like I was there. Fuck, what do you mean? Like just it being full on situations backed up with wisdom, you know?
Right. Reminds me of when you say that you can't get your own story wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you should be the best at like, How the fuck you gonna fuck up your story? Like I tell people, share a story on here. Well, what story? Your story. How do you fuck up your story unless you're trying to change it or something? Tell your fucking story.
Got it.
Yeah,
All right.
it's just what it comes down to. But I mean, it's good that you carry so much in your head and you are balancing out all these topics. But you know, just you don't have to spend time to clean them up. It's whatever jumps to the front is what's valuable at that time. You know,
What jumps to the front? I'll keep that in mind. Appreciate it, Wes.
whatever is loudest to you. You know.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Wes.
Hell yeah, bro. You have a great day. You guys, I gotta go or I'm in trouble. I told her to be ready at 3 and it's 3:20. I'm fucked. Love you guys. Shoot me messages to the app. We'll be back on next Saturday. And I'm gonna keep it quick from now on from the start to make sure I get everyone. But thank you so much for raising your fucking hands. Like that's the best. It means a lot. I'm fucking pissed I can't get to everybody. But I'll be even more trouble. I probably won't even be here next Friday if I don't get off the fucking call right now. I'll be dead, dude. You guys have a great day. I hope the Sunday is good with all you and all your people. Thank you guys.